Hunger is an issue that affects people across the country, including right here on the Texas Tech campus. Find out how one group is helping to solve the problem with a unique solution coming up.
A facility that houses the history of Texas Tech and the South Plains is celebrating a big milestone. With a special display, we'll have the details and how you can see it in person next.
And the men and women's basketball teams are back in action after kicking off their seasons last week. MCTV's Buscher has a look at the scores and highlights and more in sports.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Uvie Bikomo.
And I'm Sophia Aymond. Every day, hundreds of Lubbock residents struggle to find their next meal. This is a well-known issue stretches throughout the city, including Texas Tech.
That's right, Sophia. And though many students may not face this issue, those who do have access to the unique resource right here on campus. The TTU Rec Hunger Food Pantry is located in the west wing of the administration building. The pantry is a place that students in need can go to pick up various food items for free. On Monday, the food pantry held an open house in conjunction with the Rec Hunger Week, which is taking place from now until Friday.
We kind of have two different objectives of the week. So one is for students to know their resources. So if they personally are struggling with finances, know someone who is, there's different things available in Lubbock and Texas right here on campus. And then if that's something you don't need, it's good to be a global citizen, to be a citizen here in the United States, to know what people struggle with and have some empathy for different areas in the United States that might be different than here in Lubbock, and just get a better understanding of people in general.
The Rec Hunger Food Pantry was created in 2016 by several graduate and international student organizations. Along with providing food to those in need, the pantry also helps connect students to community resources and nutrition education. If you would like more information about the Rec Hunger Food Pantry, visit the website listed on your screen.
Although Rec Hunger Week is almost over, you still have plenty of time to help out those throughout the South Plains. On Tuesday, the Student Activities Board held the first of 3 drop-off opportunities for the annual Tech Can Share food drive. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., representatives of SAB were able to take donations outside of copy mail at the sub. Students dropped off various non-perishable items, including canned goods, dry soup, mixes, pasta, and more. Participants also had the chance to have their items donated as part of the campus department or student organization. The group with the largest amount of donations will be recognized in December. If you missed out on Tuesday's drop-off, you still have 3 more chances to donate items in front of the copy mail, and remaining dates are November 15th and the 30th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can also drop off donations anytime at the Student Activities Office located in room 020 in the sub. For more information on this year's drive, visit the sub.ttu.edu and click on Tech Can Share.
The history of Texas Tech in the South Plains are preserved in a special facility located just north of the library. This year, this building is celebrating a big milestone. The Southwest Collection Special Collection Library is a special facility that houses hundreds and thousands of historical documents. This year, the SWC is celebrating 20 years in its current building. The facility was built in 1997 and has become home to multiple special collections, including the archive of the Vietnam conflict and a rare books collection. To commemorate this special occasion, the SWC currently has an exhibit inside the east entrance that showcases a small portion of the library's collection. The items on display include newspaper articles, photographs, vinyl records, and excerpts from rare books. The installation will remain on display from now through March of next year. If you would like to see the items in person, you can stop by the Southwest Collection Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Students heading to 8 a.m. classes this morning may have been caught off guard after freezing temperatures returned to the area overnight. Temperatures on the Tech campus fell into the low 20s right after sunrise, and it stayed below freezing until almost 9 a.m.
That's right, UVA. So we can continue to expect cold temperatures heading into the rest of the week. Let's take a look at the MCTV's forecast. The Memorial Circle cam has showing mostly sunny skies and light winds this afternoon. Temperatures have climbed into the low 60s, but that as warm as it gets today. Overnight, temperatures will fall back into the upper 30s and the clouds will stick around, but we won't see freezing temperatures again this week. Tomorrow, we'll continue to see some clouds across the sky and winds will increase slightly into the afternoon. High temperatures on Friday should reach upper 50s before falling into mid-40s overnight. Saturday morning will start off the overcast skies before the sun returns around noon. Then we'll see clear skies into the evening and high temperatures will rebound into the mid-70s. After sunset, we'll see a few clouds move back into the area, but temperatures will only cool into the mid-40s. On Sunday, the weekend will finish up with a few clouds, light winds, and temperatures right around 60 degrees. Overnight, Sunday, temperatures will fall into the low 40s and we'll continue to see partly cloudy skies. On Monday, we'll start off with third week of November with a mixture of clouds and sun and mid-temperatures. Monday's high predicted to finish out just below 70 degrees with an overnight low only dropping into the 50s. On Tuesday, we'll see a few clouds and more mild temperatures before the skies clear mid-afternoon. Before sunset, highs should climb into the upper 70s with a slight chance of reaching into the 80-degree mark late afternoon. Tuesday night, lows should be slightly cooler with temperatures dropping back into the mid-40s. We should see clear skies throughout the night into the Wednesday morning. Sunshine and clear skies should continue throughout the day on Wednesday, and high will be reached into the upper 60s. By nightfall, a few clouds will start making their way back into the sky, and temperatures will drop into the low mid-40s. Looking ahead, mid-temperatures will partly cloudy, skies will stick around into the weekend.
Some talented tech students are gearing up for one of the biggest competitions of the year, and you can enjoy front row seats to all the fun. Let's take a look at MCTV's event calendar. Tonight, the Students' Activities Board is hosting the annual Red Raider Showcase in the Sub-Allen Theater. Starting at 7 p.m. tonight, students with skills ranging from comedy to music and beyond will take the stage and compete for the first place in the university's biggest talent show. At the end of the night, the winner will be announced and be given a voucher for free textbook rentals for the remaining of their college career. The Red Raider Showcase is free and open to all students with a tech ID.
On Saturday, people across the country will take time to remember those who sacrificed their time, energy, and even their lives for our country. But here on Tech Campus, you have the chance to do the same thing early. Texas Tech will hold an annual Veterans Day retreat ceremony in the Memorial Circle tomorrow afternoon at 5 p.m. The event takes time to honor veterans both here on campus and from across the Lubbock community. During the ceremony, university administrations and representatives from Tech's Army ROTC will lay out a wreath in the Memorial Circle and conduct a traditional retreat and ceremony in remembrance of all those who served. The event will conclude with the playing of taps and a chance to personally thank the veterans in attendance. Tomorrow's event is free and open to the public.
And on Sunday, you can enjoy the sounds of the violin while learning about the history of British music. The School of Music will be hosting a guest violin recital featuring Madeline Mitchell at 2 p.m. at the Hemley Recital Hall. Mitchell is a professor at the Royal College of Music in England, and she has spent time touring the world and demonstrating her musical abilities. For Sunday's program, Mitchell will be presenting sections spanning over a century of British music. During the performance, Mitchell will also be joined by TTU faculty violinist John Gilbert to perform a recent composition written by the Master of Queen's Music. Sunday's concert is free and open to the public.
Football season is wrapping up here on Tech Campus, and that can only mean one thing. Basketball season has begun.
MCTV's Casey Buscher joins us in the studio with a look at how both the men's and women's teams kicked off their seasons in sports. Casey?
Thanks, Uvie and Sophia. Going into mid-November, college basketball is finally kicking off. The Lady Raiders and the men's basketball team dominated their exhibition games as they head to their season openers this weekend. The Lady Raiders dominated St. Edward's in an exhibition game 73-40 on Sunday. Sophomore Aaron DeGreat led the team with 14 points as the Lady Raiders held St. Edward's to 25% shooting from the fields. Their next game is against Texas State on Sunday at 2 p.m. at the USA. The Texas Tech men's basketball team picked up an 84-54 victory over New Mexico State during an hurricane relief exhibition game to benefit the Greater Houston Community Foundation. Justin Gray, Naeem Stevenson, Zach Smith, and Zahir Smith secured 45 points and were near perfect 16 of 17 shooting. 15 of 16 Red Raiders saw action scoring points. Tomorrow, the Red Raiders take on South Alabama at home. Tip-off is set for 8 p.m. And you can catch all the action on Fox College Sports. The Texas Tech football team slipped to Kansas State last Saturday 35-42 in overtime. A painful loss has many worried if the team will knock out 2 more games to become bowl eligible come December. Trailing 17-14 at halftime, Shimanek threw third quarter scores to Kiki Kuti and Dylan Cantrell of 34 yards and 1 yard. Cantrell's catch gave the Red Raiders a lead of 28-24. Texas Tech added a 22-yard touchdown reception from TJ Vasher in the fourth quarter, and Kansas State killed a 30-yard field goal by Matthew McCrane ahead of tying the game with 3 games left in the season. The Red Raiders need 2 more wins to become bowl eligible. This Saturday will be the 8th time that Tech and Baylor have met at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Last year, Texas Tech defeated Baylor 54-35. Kickoff is set this Saturday for 11 a.m. on Fox. Texas Tech volleyball fell to Oklahoma in 4 sets at the USA last night. Allison White and Chandler Atwood finished the game with 13 kills, and Emily Hill had 10 kills. Volleyball is now 3-9 in Big 12 play and 14-11 overall. This Saturday, the Red Raiders head to Morgantown to take on West Virginia. Tip-off is set for 12 p.m. Heading into the last half of NFL season, the Dallas Cowboys are sitting at 5-3. 3 games behind the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC East, and the Washington Redskins are 1 game behind the Cowboys after their win against Washington last week, 33-19. This past Sunday, the Cowboys came out on top against one of the most dominant teams in the league this season, the Kansas City Chiefs. With former quarterback Tony Romo calling his first Dallas game as lead analyst for CBS, Dak Prescott had 2 touchdown passes to Cole Beasley and ran for another score in a 3rd straight win for the Cowboys. Dallas finished the game with 375 yards in 65 plays as they defeated the Chiefs 28-17. This Sunday, the Cowboys take on the 4-4 Atlanta Falcons from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Kickoff is set for 3:25 p.m. on Fox. That's all for sports. Back to you, Sophia and UVA.
Thanks, Casey. So, Sophia, are you going to watch the Texas Tech versus Baylor game this weekend?
I sure am.
Well, that's all for today's edition of MCTV's Weekday Update.
Thank you so much for joining us, and be sure to check out ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you next week.